Here.
Chris Mogus.
Here.
Gary Scroll.
Here.
Jeff Myers.
Here.
Marty Selker.
Here.
Tom Walter.
Here.
Nathaniel Parker.
Here.
Bob Smith.
Here.
And Kyle Wilson.
Here.
Okay, consideration to adopt the agenda with amendments, additions, corrections, and deletions.
The only correction that I found was under personnel, item J, where it says junior high assistant girls. It should have the word basketball behind it. So item J, personnel, junior high assistant girls basketball. That's all.
Okay, number 5, any public comment?
Yeah. Tell you, if I would have known milkshakes were on the, I don't know how well school.
We're sending you the bill for it.
Well, I'll try to keep it as brief as I can. I know I was on the school board for 6 years. I know how long these nights can get, so. Wanted to kind of go over this suicide prevention task force that the county put together back in September. We brought a lot of people from across the community that have something to do around this issue. We had the coroner, we had folks from the psych center, from the university, we had Dr. McDevitt from AC Valley to represent the schools. We had Pastor Trent Kirkland representing faith communities, grant writers from Pitt. We had folks from the Butler VA. I mean, really tried to get a lot of different stakeholders around this issue. And after 4 or 5 months of meetings, we kind of came together with 3 bullet points there. I'm going to start at the bottom and work my way up and kind of explain why I'm here presenting this today instead of sending it over an email. So the first one here, again, from the bottom up, development of a position within the county. We're a contracted provider to be a post-vention coordinator. Now what we mean as post-vention coordinator is when someone in this county, we would lose someone to suicide, there would be a staff person, a point person, paid, contracted through the county to go and be there for that family. This is a really tragic situation, extremely hard for families to navigate. This will be somebody that can be there when the coroner gets that call. He'll be able to reach out to this person. Really happy to say that we found a way to fit this into the mental health budget over at CCR, who is our contracted resource for many of our mental health programs. So in that regard, this is a thing that isn't just going to be a task force or a study that we do. We shake hands, we high five at the end and throw this thing up on a shelf. We're actually really trying to execute what's coming out of that. The next step up is some kind of coordinator to organize community outreach and education around the issue. Oftentimes, the issue around suicide, we're kind of talking back and forth with the same people. So a subject that comes up at schools, unfortunately, quite a lot. I'm sure our teachers have been through trainings and everything like that. Mental health providers, they have these trainings and these conversations with each other. Unfortunately, where it doesn't happen are places like where everyday people work. The people that are most at risk for suicide after young people are middle-aged men, believe it or not. And in rural areas like this, it happens more often than you think. We're about, it's a little under 1 per month in the county that we have. So it's more pervasive, I think, than people realize. Which brings me to the last point here, and kind of why I'm here, understanding that, you know, when this happens to anybody, it's brutal for a family. When it happens in a school, it's not just the family that's feeling that. It's the entire school family feels that. It is crushing. So what brings me here is the last point. We're hoping to do a 988 awareness campaign. No shame if you don't know, but by a show of hands, how many of you know what 988 is? And again, this is okay. So if you remember back in the 80s and 90s when 911 started, it actually started in the 1970s, but I remember when I was a kid, and I'm turning 40 in July, so I mean, I wasn't that old yet. I remember having the phone number for the fire department, the police department, and the ambulance on my fridge because either 911 didn't work or we just weren't aware. So 988 is essentially 911 but for mental It's been around for, I'm gonna say, the better part of a decade. It isn't still that well known, but it's a thing where you can call it, you can text it, and you will be contacted or connected with a crisis worker. It starts out like at the state level, and then they forward it to somebody local. This 988 awareness campaign was actually, we found out that this was such an issue because of Dr. McDevitt's involvement, where we had the person on this task force for the Butler VA came in to AC Valley to do a presentation and asked that same question I asked everybody here, and it was the same response, it was the same result. So it became really clear that this was something that could be impactful, that this was something that could drive real results, and it's a thing that because we can keep track of how many of those calls we get, we can actually track how effective a campaign is doing. So my hope, and I understand how school budgets work, you guys started off in the summer, just like mental health budgets do, and I know if anybody's gonna be asking for money, it better be included in the budget beforehand instead of after. So what I'm here asking today, and I've visited 3 other school districts so far, I'm gonna hit the other ones at some point by the end of this month or maybe a little bit in the next month, is to earmark $5,000 towards this. And I'm not asking you to say, approve, send the money. I'm not even asking you guys to answer that today. I don't want to put anyone on the spot. But I'm asking you to earmark it, and then when we have a fleshed out plan on this, and I've got meetings, I have one proposal that's put together, I've got a second one that I should be getting by next week, so we can kind of have this more specific. But when that time comes, I'll have something more solid to show you. And if you decide that this is a thing that you as a school district want to get on board with, it'll be there. Because again, I know how it goes. Somebody asks the county for money outside of the budget. It's like, we gotta wait until we can put it in the budget. So with that, I would entertain any questions, comments, concerns.
Maybe you start out the conversation with you that had it figured out in your mental health budget.
This portion down here, the position.
Okay.
And we are going to have some money left over at the end of the year. Again, like the school, you don't know for sure until that fiscal year is up to know. But the county will have skin in the game. We will have significant skin in the game. We're going to hopefully be able to use some of the opioid trust fund money to pay for a portion of this. But yeah, this is not me coming to you guys trying to, or it's not my intention to try to say, foot the bill for this whole thing. I mean, this could very well be $100,000 in cost at the end of it. If we're going to do a significant year-long marketing campaign around this. So the way to get there is to have a bunch of different people around this county with skin in the game. And after this, I mean, I've got some meetings with some donors outside like the private sector, hoping to add to this as well. Yeah, go ahead, Mark.
This concept, was this a directive from like Harrisburg, this idea, or this all Clarion County?
This is a Clarion County derived idea. So I have had a conversation with the Department of Human Services at the state level. They're thrilled about the idea. They think it's great. They do some smaller statewide campaigns here and there. There is one other place that has done anything to address this issue, and it's Philadelphia, and they're in their own. I don't worry about what they're doing, because that's not. I don't think we can learn much about that from them for here on how to address this. But they're very supportive. They have resources to help on messaging. And as far as messaging for the school would be concerned, we would have another representative from the schools there to make sure that the messaging that we're able to send to you, that you would be able to share with your families and students would be appropriate, not only for your community, but also the different age levels that we serve in the schools. I'm good. All right.
Thanks.
No, I appreciate your time. Thank you so much again. Take care. I'll get out of here. Yes.
Anybody else? Okay, presentation
coming year, what our plans are, what we've been doing, and answer any questions you have. PSSA and Keystone testing was a big one for us this year, I guess. That all went fine. We didn't have any issues on our end. The state had some, but we didn't have any, so everything worked out as far as we're concerned. Alex has been focusing a lot on security here over the past year, email security, account security. Breaches are a huge thing right now, and so we're trying to get ahead of that. You've got a lot of accounts with students included. So, enabling multi-factor authentication, checking access logs, seeing who's getting into the system and when, removing old outdated accounts and unused accounts that could be breached, those kinds of things have been taken care of. Keeping the help desk up to date, there's no backlog on that, so people seem happy. We only had one outage this spring due to storms. We were down for maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours tops. Back online, that's been since fall, so I think that's pretty good. That's pretty much it for the year. Our summer activities, we've got a new firewall to go in, so that's more security. That's gonna help keep things safe, keep bad people out. We've got a new backup product to put in. All this stuff's already purchased, just needs to be installed. So the backup product's gonna help keep things secure for us. Got some E-rate equipment to put in that's already here, and some network configuration updates to make things easier in the future. So a lot planned for summer. And personally, over the last year, we've hired 2 more school-based staff in our company. So now we've got 3 employees that are all certified to be here in the schools and helping out and being around the kids. So we have a lot of coverage and a lot of backup coverage in case Alex gets hit by a truck or anything like that.
I'll add too for Jeff, we've been working with Jeff's company for the last couple of years. He's made things, we had a bunch of E-rate equipment that needed to go in. It'd been sitting for a while. He came in, he was able to get that in. Our system is much, much stronger now. We're doing very well. The relationship seems to be working excellent. Jeff and his team are available anytime we have anything go on, so it's been very positive for us, and it's had a great positive impact on the school.
When I first got hired, I couldn't get internet in my office, and our previous IT gave me a hardwire plug. Needless to say, I don't need that anymore. You can walk anywhere in the building, and we connect easily, and it's just great. It's way better, just in a matter of 3 years. So.
Any questions from anybody about anything that's going on? That's all I have for you. Appreciate your time. Okay, thanks.
Committee reports, student representative. Okay. Riverview Intermediate Unit 6. I guess we don't have a person.
Any volunteers?
Yeah. Okay, Career Center representative.
So we actually had 2 meetings since our last one here. We approved the resignation of Ben Black, our construction instructor. I don't think he's leaving yet. May 29th is his last day. We also approved the resignation, or not the resignation, the retirement of Mr. Shook. We'd like to thank him for his time and dedication at the Career Center. We also approved advertising the job listing for the construction position. And that should be going up today. We also got $200,000 in return funds on our roofing project. We're looking at putting that possibly in a CD. We haven't, right? Yeah,
Right.
we haven't decided on that yet. We're still looking at those options. And we also used the heavy equipment grant that we got last month. We used that to purchase a heavy truck for the diesel program, correct?
Right.
We're purchasing that from Hunter for $59,000 using that grant.
No, we didn't take the lowest bid because, and that was a local place, but,
Descendants.
right, and we needed a truck that would fit inside the room because most of them had what
The sleeper.
the sleeper, and we didn't need that. And the reason why they needed a new truck is because with all the electronic stuff, the upgrades from the truck they had before, and plus with the $109,000 grant, the 59,000 fits very well. And so that's,
Yeah, the one from Ascendant was 49,000. Didn't meet the specs that they needed.
right.
That's all.
Okay, thank you.
I'd like to add, I had my first meeting with your new automotive technician.
Yes.
He's excellent. In fact, I've been going over there every year for the last 10 years. And I talk about, you know, the students staying local if they want and how we train people. And I tell them, you know, and Marty's son went through a Toyota or what was it? Mercedes program, you know, where he can go to the dealership and be trained and all that. And I went through that again, and Mr. Levan just jerked right in and was all over it. And he's gonna do a great job for you guys.
Yeah, I asked about that, and Rob said that he's killing it.
He is.
had a car, and he made the kids, because they were gonna get rid of the car, but instead, he made it a teaching lesson. They took every single part of that car apart, down to small pieces, for them to learn about the parts. And, so I
And he's
think,
big on the co-op program for these students to be out on co-op,
Yep.
you know. And, so I think you guys made a nice hire there, and I compliment you guys as a board of finding the right person, because I think you did.
Thank you.
Okay, legislators.
Oh. yeah, okay. There's only a couple things. The House and Senate has been on break the whole month. And I talked to Representative Ashline about that. I said, are we gonna go through what we went through last year, Josh? He said, no, they're gonna get it done. But they've been on break, so there wasn't a lot that has happened, except for a couple things. There is a House bill, which is very interesting, on hunting and trapping education in schools. And this is put out by Representative Anita Kulik of Allegheny County. This would direct PDE to develop and make available to each school a model program of age-appropriate hunting and trapping education, including firearm safety training for students grades 6 through 12. It wouldn't be required, but it'd be put together and made available. So I thought that was a really cool thing. The only other thing was Senator Dush, is it Dush or Douche, from Jefferson County.
It's Dush.
What?
It's Dosh.
Dush, thank you. He wants, there would, a bill to be brought forth, which is already a bill, 598, would require the preamble of the U.S. Constitution and the Pennsylvania preamble displayed at the entry of every school building. So, that's about it. I also met with Commissioner White. He called me and wanted to talk about this program 988 and about suicide. And we had a good lunch meeting and talked for about a good 45 minutes to an hour. And it was really good. And we both, and I could relate to his story because I had a very close friend that committed suicide and a relative. And so I was glad that we could discuss this and maybe think about this because it is a problem, especially for young children. Because I, as a former teacher, had a student that was thinking of a 6th grader of committing suicide and wondered why he was even on this earth. And so I think it's something that we might want to help in some way. It doesn't have to be 5,000, but I think it'd be a good thing to do.
Okay, thanks, Gary. The curriculum and instruction, okay. CLAEA representative,
Good evening.
We're in tandem tonight because we each have something to say.
Correct, it's like passing the baton.
Yeah, we are passing the torch. But thank you for welcoming our report. You'll see in your agenda, I'm sure you did, that Elizabeth Montana, a second grade teacher, is resigning. So we thank her for her service. We're sorry to see her go. We do wish her the best with her new little one, so she'll be staying home for a bit. Emma Zockrell won the Congressional Art Competition for PA District 15 for the third year in a row. Her artwork, Red Hawk, will be displayed in the U.S. Capitol building for the next year. Lily Spratt and Stephanie McHenry won honorable mentions in the Congressional Art Competition. Do you want to do yours?
Alright, so, myself and Caitlin Stouffer were able to take the academic decathlon team to Garden Grove, California, which was great for them to get the national competition since they qualified and we got the opportunity to go. We had a great trip to nationals, a lot of first experiences for the kids from this area. Some kids just ride on the plane for the first time, some people have never been to an airport, some traveling out of state, some going to the beach, some going to the Pacific Ocean. All of those are good first experiences for kids that have never been out of the state, so or even out of the county, just to say. So that's been really good for them. All students that attended enjoyed their experiences at the national competition. During the competition, several decathlon students were awarded medals. So Kaya DeFranco got a bronze on the national level in interview. Parker Palmer got won a bronze in social science. And then Burl Pavlok actually got the MVP of the team and the highest score for the team specifically. Those came along with monetary contributions from decathlon. So she got about $500 for any college, university, for books or whatever she wants to use it for when she chooses to use it. So she's only a junior, so she has another year. So she could actually get that again if she would like to, kind of thing, if she works for it. So all students made up to California safely. So from no delays, travel, we had a little kerfuffle at the beginning, but we all got that figured out, so it was great. Mr. Eggleton helped us out with a lot of that. And then we thank you very much for the opportunity to take it tonight. So, thank you.
Do you want to keep going?
Sure, I mean. Elementary teachers, so Ron Shook, Jamie Hemmings, Jessica Craig, Teresa McBride, Kelly Hummel, Wendy Ferguson, and middle school, high school teacher Jennifer Simpson were recognized for the Golden Eagle Educators Award, which is over at Clarion University, Drew Penn, West Clarion. These teachers were nominated by their student teacher and chosen from the nominees as finalists for the 2025-2026 school year. Jamie Hemmings actually won it in the fall for the Golden Eagle Educator Award. Participating teachers donated for, go ahead, you want to do this?
All right.
Wear Your Jeans to Work for the month. Jeans fundraiser benefited Autism Tough Foundation. The supported about $770 was raised that got donated. After meeting with representatives from the foundation, learned that the Autism Tough Foundation has generously donated the funds back to the elementary playground initiative to be earmarked towards the playground equipment for the students. We are thankful for your kindness, partnership, and continued support of our students and school community. Your participation not only supported an amazing organization, but will now always have a creative, more inclusive, accessible space for children in Clarion-Limestone. Thank you for always showing up for the students and community. And then,
And we do have a new slate of association officers. The terms begin January 1st. They're 2-year terms. So they run from 2026 till 2028. So the high school building reps are Marissa Widmer and Andrea Dybel. The elementary building reps are Becky Whitman and Kelly Hummel. Our treasurer remains the same, Stephanie Kalinowski, and our secretary remains the same, Jennifer Simpson. I have been the president for the past 6 years, so I hope you have enjoyed hearing my conversation with you. Thank you for welcoming us. Jesse was the president-elect, so he will now be the president for at least the next 2 years. Charles Turnbull did agree to be the president-elect, so we'll see if he sticks with that decision over the 2 years of following Jesse. So he will be presenting your board reports, and I have enjoyed my time shared with you. So thank you.
Thank you.
And Christy, I know that Jesse talks.
Yeah, I'm just thinking, I'm glad we're
There you
recording
go.
this.
Slow it
Rob,
down.
that's one thing, you're
Don't be
training, slow
nervous.
it down a little bit, right?
Take a breath.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Cafeteria representative?
All right, well, we wrapped up the school year with 2 cookouts. The elementary school, we did a cookout on our brand new Blackstone on Friday, and it was during their track and field day. Everything went very smoothly. It was really nice. The high school, we did our cookout on Monday. Davey and I watched the weather and kind of tracked where the raindrops rocks were falling, so we chose Monday, and we had a beautiful and very hot day. Davey helped me cook all the hot dogs and burgers, and everything went smoothly. The kids had a great time, out there playing ball and sitting and enjoying their picnic lunch. And then today we had the seniors' last day, and we did a milkshake bar for them, and of course everyone else, but kind of celebrating their last day, and that is what you all have, obviously, is milkshakes from that. And that is really it this month, and we look forward to doing events in 26, 27, wherever we're at. So if you have any ideas, I'm always open to ideas. I'll be brainstorming and planning over the summer for next year. Thank you.
The administrative team here tries to be as transparent as possible all the time, but the state makes it very difficult at times. And so I've been wrestling with, about a week and a half ago, I got something from the state, sent to the superintendent, that said that basically PD, the governor now says that any lead in the drinking water is unsafe. So the problem with that, we don't want lead in the drinking water. We've been testing for years here. A couple of years ago, we did have an issue, and we mitigated that. You run the water, you do some things, you test again. But the problem that the new guidance all of a sudden they just sprung on us has is the measure they use to see if there's lead in the drinking water only goes down to 0.5 parts per billion. So 0.5. It doesn't go to 0.0. So the state's saying you can't have any, but the measuring tool is only 0.5 parts per billion. And the way that looks is it'll say you have less than 0.5. So we tested the water last week. It came back. I saw it today. We have less than 0.5 parts per billion. Absolutely fine. We've been going by that for years. But the state's guidance has everybody up in a rumble. What do you do? What does that mean? So I wrestled with that today. I took our results. I sent it to the contact at the state, and I said, here's what ours says. They did not say anything back yet. I don't expect it. I actually expect to get something back that says, here's what we said. Not you did good or you're in the right spot, something like that. But anyways, I thought about, should I wait to hear from them? Should I not? And that's why I'm bringing it up tonight. A school does not have to test. We could have a meeting like this and we could say that lead in drinking water is unsafe, and we agree it's unsafe. We have Pennsylvania American Water, we have public water, we don't have well. They certainly test their water. But because we have tested it, we continue to test. I can say to you guys definitively, to the community, we have less than they can measure. If I get something back from the state that says, hey, look at something else, I'll let everybody know right away. But that's exactly where we're at. The test came in this morning to me. That's all I can say about it. I don't know how to do anything different. Sometimes it's really, I don't know what the right word would be to use, but it's annoying that they tell you something and they don't even understand that you can't do what they're telling you. So that's I think that's something that needs to be fixed by, legislators or people that work, at the state.
In the petroleum industry, something very similar to that happened. Which we're not checking for lead, we're checking for chemicals.
Yep.
Well, they finally figured it out. They started checking parts per trillion. And you can find it.
Okay.
There's one thing that dust fell out of the atmosphere and landed for 2,000 miles away, they could detect it.
Yeah. So it will be interesting.
So they'll take care of it.
Okay, good. So I just wanted to bring that up. I did it under building because certainly it's us testing the facility, and by the way, we test, Lee, 10 places?
8 to 10 usually,
Yeah.
yes.
So we do it, both schools, all over, trying to get a good reading, but that's all I can tell you.
Okay, thank you, Bob. Okay, business manager's report.
Okay. I have a few items that I want to discuss. I gave you all a copy of the budget summary, and if you would look on page 2, or no, very page 2, under the section 100 and 200, that would be our salaries and wages and benefits. There's been a projected decrease in both salaries, wages, and benefits due to staffing changes. This is a savings from draft 1 of $71,425. It's now a total between the two of $12,030,892, and it was previously $12,102,317. And then some other areas that I wanted to touch base on is page 2. These are some expenditures that have changed. Under the 300 section, it's probably about 5th or 6th item down. It's highlighted underneath the fixed asset valuation. I had it previously listed as $25,000. I got a quote back for it, and it's going to be now $8,200. So that's been quite a savings from draft 1. And then also on the last page, you'll see under section 900, our capital reserve, we were able to put some more funds in there due to those savings. So we put an additional $45,300 into it. So now that brings our capital reserve up to $215,300 compared to the $170,000 we had in from draft 1. This changes the deficit now from $76,180 previously down to $63,125, which is a little over $13,000 from the last time. Does anybody have any questions on those items? So there weren't too many large swings from the last draft 1 to draft 2 of the budget.
Angela's working hard each day to make sure we're refining this for the final one, to make sure you guys have very accurate numbers. You know, that's what we're trying to do.
If there's no other questions or anything like that, I can move on to, I want to discuss the fixed asset valuation and its importance to the district and why we should do this. We have contacted a company named Kroll LLC, and it's also a motion on the agenda under the new business, and it's letter Q. Chrissy had also sent all these documents to you with all the agenda before. But the whole purpose of a fixed asset valuation is for both insurance and accounting purposes. So we're hoping to start this summer that they'll begin an on-site inspection where they're going to be inventorying anything over our threshold capitalization threshold of $4,000. So anything that's $4,000 and up, they're going to inventory and compile into a big, large file. They'll give that file to us when they're done, and this is going to mark all our assets for everything that we own between our buildings, the grounds, the house, everything, equipment, as far as like the bleachers, the press box, everything. So then we're going to have an annual part of that as well, where they're going to perform a property record outsourcing service, and this will actually be used to maintain our fixed assets. So this will track all of our additions, deletions, transfers of all of our assets. So in case something catastrophic should happen with the district, say if there's a fire, water damage, anything like that, we want to make sure that we're properly insured. So we had this done quite a while ago, and it's been a significant amount of time. So we definitely want to make sure that our records are up to date. So if anything does happen, we know that we have the correct amount of insurance. We know that we have the coverage, and we'll get the correct amount of claims back from that.
This is part of our audit, right? They suggest that we
Yes.
have to do this to ensure that we have the right amount of coverage and the things we need. And it's been many years since we had it done, so.
Yeah, and that's what I was gonna touch on too, and that is also a part of our annual audit process, and I have done with like Missy for also protocol and everything like that. And then also it'd be great for replacement planning and budgeting. So anything that we'll be able to track the age of equipment, age of everything, and it'll let us know the value of assets, and for any future capital improvements that we may need to do down the road, or also just age and have to replace equipment. So it'll be roughly $8,200 to have this done. They want to have a down payment of $2,500, and we're proposing at the signing of the agreement, and we're proposing to have that $2,500 taken out of this year's capital reserve, and then that would just leave the $5,700 for the on-site
be capital reserve, the 2,500 would be my contingency fund that we have
I'm
left
sorry.
from this year.
I misspoke, sorry, yes.
And then, do they do it every year?
We'll be
Or
working
this
with
is
them.
the one time?
The on-site is once, so that would be just the 52 or 5,700 would be the on-site.
Do we have the asset tags on now? Do we have anything?
No, if they are, they're on some really old outdated
So
things.
that fees for them to come and put on?
Yes, they'll also compile everything in a big large file, and then whenever to do the asset tracking at the end of the year, they'll send me a file, and I'll go through and be like, yeah, we don't have this piece of equipment anymore, we added this. And so I'll change all those documents and send it back to them, and then they'll update the policies. Or not our policies, our insurance and our assets and everything, and then I can send those to our insurance companies to have our policies updated as needed. And then also to Missy for our annual audit.
So when was the last time we had this?
It's been a long time to have an on-site inspection done, and then I was trying to go through records and see when even those
Probably more than
records were
15 years.
updated. And then we had used a company prior, and I contacted them, and the owner of the company had died, so we couldn't even use them anymore. So. Yeah. So I've reached out to several business managers in our district, in our county, and asked who they had been using, and I got some different leads. And then I had contacted some other people, and they weren't even gonna be able to come out until the following, not even this summer, but like the end of next year. And so we wanted to get this going as soon as possible.
Those tags are barcodes, so you can scan each piece of equipment, you know exactly what's here. If something's missing, you know exactly what's missing.
Yeah, and they'll come in and they'll go inside buildings and mark out, or mark anything that's over $4,000 and record it, so we know exactly what we have.
It's definitely needed.
Yeah.
And it's been long enough that we
And our auditor will definitely appreciate that as well. And that's all I have. Or, any other questions on that?
Okay, thanks, please.
we'll go quickly.
Yeah.
Real quick, congratulations to Jesse and the academic decathlon team, they did awesome. I enjoyed working with Jesse, planning the trip. He did all the work, I just had to sit on the phone for a while, wait for a human to talk to.
An hour and a
To
half.
fix something. Our pay survey, just to kind of jump on what, the presentation earlier, I hope everyone got a chance to look at some of the stuff that was shared. I don't, not one way or the other whether you put the $5,000, but I know it was eye-opening to see how many students we do have that struggle with that mental health and even have that thoughts of self-harm. So, I'm glad the county is looking at something because, our pay survey showed that that's definitely a need. I actually have Katie Farber from the IU6, I'm working with her to come in to meet and go over our results and, maybe do some staff training around that too, to help our staff, not just the mental health, but there's also other things like feeling supported and everything that goes along with that, so.
We have a program called Hope Squad that works on this through the school, and it works on the culture with kids, and it looks for changes in kids, and kids can, relay that to an adult. And it's a very positive program. In a school that's small like this, our kids are involved in everything though. So it's hard to have, the big school, that program would be like rock. And here, we're trying to get kids into it, but they're also involved in 5 other things, So we have attempted to bring something like this in to make sure we're addressing it internally, but certainly something like this would be beneficial.
State track meet is Friday. Our athletes will leave tomorrow afternoon. We have several athletes that qualified, so excited to see them perform on Friday. The next week is going to be just a crazy one. Today was the last day for our seniors. Full day, they'll be in every day from now to graduation for different events. Tomorrow we have senior awards. That's 9:30. If anyone would like to join us, you're welcome to please come join the senior awards. Graduation is the 28th at 7 p.m. If you pray, please pray for good weather. Right now it looks good. I know I will be, and it's just a beautiful setting up there when the weather cooperates with us. So please join us at 7 p.m. If you send an email out, any board members, if you have a relative you'd like to give your diploma to, please let me know. We'll make sure we get that set up too. Also, Clarion area, I believe I touched on this on an email in the past. Clarion area is going to be approving to run a girls flag football program and a girls wrestling program. Obviously, we already co-op with Clarion area for boys football and boys wrestling. They will own the program. They have asked us if we are interested in joining. They would be the owner of the program. It's their program, and just allow our girls to be a part of it. Just like in any other co-op, the only cost would be the initial uniform. We split those uniform costs. We had, last year, I believe we had 4 or 5 girls wrestling with the boys team from CL. And then this spring, we did a intramural program. I think it was 7 or 8 girls went over and did the intramural flag football program. They had a blast. So I look for it to be successful, and we'll be looking to bring that to the board for approval next month, so we can apply to the state PIAA to get that, if you guys choose to approve that, to get that going and move forward.
They'll be applying, not us.
Well, they have to have our minutes if we're gonna be co-oping with them.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess.
What grade did you say it was, did you say, David?
So the girls wrestling, I believe they do a junior high and varsity girls wrestling. The flag football is 9 through 12.
Okay.
And they cover transportation.
Transportation, like, are you talking to practices?
Yeah.
So it'll work like any of our other co-ops. We have a bus that goes basically right past the school, so during any season, football season, band, wrestling, our bus they'll ride that bus out, and we'll drop them there at the school, so they won't have to get their own transportation. Now, students can choose if they drive to drive themselves to practice as well, but that's available, so parents don't have to transport them. There's an occasion, like, if there's an early, I don't think we'd run into it with wrestling or flag football. We run into it sometimes with like junior high football. If there's a game that's really far away, sometimes we do have to get a bus to run them out there early, just because the other bus won't get there in time. If they're going to Bradford for a 6 o'clock game, you have to leave pretty early, so. But other than that, that would be the only, wouldn't really be any transportation needs. Thank you.
One last thing from me, we did reach out, our door project, for replacing exterior doors here at the high school through that grant. We got some numbers back from the one company we're working with, and when they came back in to meet with us, we asked them to take a look at a secure vestibule for the front, so there's something, I'm waiting for something back on that. We reached out to another local company to come out and take a look. They were supposed to come out this week. They were not able to make it out this week, so they're rescheduling with us, and it's going to be more than a week? Next week. So, obviously we're making sure that we want to get the right value with our money. The one thing I think we'll work up against though is the company out of Pittsburgh seems to have a lead on being able to get doors that could be installed this summer. We'll be asking that same question from the other companies to make sure, we don't want to wait 2 years to get it, a year, however long it takes to order it and get it in, you know what I mean? So that'll be a factor as well. That's it for me.
Okay, thank you. Okay, approval of the minutes, have consideration to adopt the April 15, 2026 regular meeting minutes as presented.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, financial reports. I'm gonna do A, B, C, and D together. Review and approval of the April 26 treasurer's report as presented. B, review and approval of the April 2026 contingency fund report as presented. C, review and approval of the April 26 food service operating statement as presented. And D, review and approval of the April general fund, capital projects fund, cafeteria fund, activity fund, and scholarship fund bill schedules as presented.
Motion approved.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, personnel, A. consideration to accept Jamie Schmader's resignation as part-time office clerk effective June 17, 2026.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Item B, consideration to hire Heather Radican as a part-time office clerk effective May 21st, 26th, with an hourly pay rate of 16 an hour, not to exceed 29.5 hours per week.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Okay, roll call vote.
Bob Smith,
Yes.
Nathaniel Parker,
Yes.
Chris Mogus, Dave Eggleton,
Yes.
Marty Selker,
Yes.
Tom Walter,
Yes.
Gary Sproul,
Yes.
Jeff Myers, Kyle Wilson.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna do C, D, and E together. Consideration to appoint Angela Kovach as the board treasurer for the 26-27 fiscal year. D, consideration to approve employee 1026 for unpaid days on April 14th and 16th of 2026. E, consideration to approve the following volunteers for the 25-26 school year pending receipt of all required legal documents. And then the names are all there.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion?
Yeah, I have to abstain from voting on E because I have a family member
Okay.
on that list,
Yeah.
so.
Okay. Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna do F, G, H, I. Yeah. F, G, H, and I, we'll do them all together. Okay, consideration to hire the following substitutes for the 25-26 school year. Okay, they said all required legal documents, and the names are there. And G, consideration to approve additional summer hours for office clerks not to exceed 80 hours, same hours as last year. H, consideration to approve additional summer hours for the school nurse not to exceed 100 hours due to student medical needs, same as last year. And I, consideration to approve additional summer hours for school guidance counselors up to 136 hours per counselor as budgeted, with additional hours subject to administrative approval.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, J, consideration to approve the following supplemental contracts for the 26-27 school year pending receipt of all required legal documents. All the names and coaches are there.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call vote?
Dave Eggleton,
Yes.
Kyle Wilson,
Yes.
Bob Smith,
Abstain.
Tom Walter,
Yes.
Nathaniel Parker,
Yes.
Jeff Myers,
Yes.
Marty Selker,
Yes.
Chris Mogus,
Yes.
and Gary Sproul.
Yes.
Okay, item K, consideration to approve the following athletic volunteers. I'm gonna do K and L the same together. Consideration to approve the following athletic volunteers for the 26-27 school year pending receipt of all the legal required documents. Notation. And consideration to approve a modified work week for administrative staff beginning June 1st, 2026 through August 14th, 2026. Participating staff must meet the 40-hour work week requirement or take available leave. Same motion as previous years.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion?
I have a question on our volunteers. Is it possible to have a breakdown of, like, under what sports when these people, I mean, it just lists like under, say, if it's basketball, put the names under basketball, just so we have an idea. We used to do that.
A lot of them cross over.
Yeah, we have a lot that
That's
volunteer in more than one sport. We could list all the sports we're volunteering for if you'd like that.
Yeah, I mean, even with our school volunteer, there's a difference if someone is in the classroom with the teacher than someone just going on a field trip. It would just help us.
Well, it says athletic helper volunteers, so the other one said school volunteers, so that breaks it down, Gary.
We can get it down to sport. We can try to do that for you.
Yeah.
Actually, the funny thing is some of these people we hire as a coach, paid coach for one sport and then they volunteer for another, so they're already school employees, but they're volunteering then.
Right.
So I don't, yeah.
And school employees do have preference over people who are not employees of the district of being the coach. Is that, I mean, some districts don't do that and some do.
I believe in our contract it says they will get an interview for any position, if they apply for it. They don't get preferential hiring, they certainly get an interview if they apply.
And we love teachers with kids, so I mean, that's a
Yes, it's always
pretty normal
nice.
thing, yeah. Kids love seeing teachers with things, so, yeah.
Got our motions that we just need all here.
Okay. Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, item M, consideration to hire Nathaniel Irwin as a junior, senior high math teacher with effective date of August 24, 26, at a step 17 master's degree, annual salary of $78,617 pending receipt of all required legal documents.
Did you get that salary?
Here. I make
Thank
copies.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Okay, any discussion? Okay, roll call vote.
Tom Walter,
Yes.
Nathaniel Parker,
Yes.
Dave Eggleton,
Yes.
Jeff Myers,
Yes.
Marty Selker,
Yes.
Chris Mogus,
Yes.
Gary Sproul,
Yes.
Kyle Wilson,
Yes.
Bob Smith.
Yes. Okay, and consideration to accept the resignation of Elizabeth Montana, elementary teacher, effective June 1st, 2026.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor, say aye. Opposed? Okay.
I thought her letter was a little touchy there, and hopefully in 4 or 5 years, she decides to come back to us.
She's an awesome teacher, really one of the best, you know, so.
Are we gonna fill that position or?
We'll advertise, you'll see us advertise now for that, so, and I believe there's gonna be another one coming in, can't say that till I get it, but I think there'll be 2 at the elementary school, right then.
So we'll just have to advertise one.
Yeah, one.
Because it's all elementary, and you can pick from.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, new business. A, consideration to approve payment to Champs Track and Field Services in the amount of $20,400 for the cleaning and restripping of the high school track to be paid from the Capital Projects Fund. 30% down payment of $7,320 is due immediately, with the remaining $17,080 due upon completion of work as presented.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Any discussion?
I looked at that paper you sent, so they're not resurfacing it, they're just cleaning it?
No, they'll clean it, and then they'll restripe everything, and the cleaning is, what will help it last longer. There's no cracks. I mean, it's in really great shape. It just prolongs its life.
Don't it seal it also, kind of, when they do that?
I don't know that there's a sealer put on it. I mean, maybe it's part of the striping, but this is what you need to do to ensure that it keeps last. It's already, how old is it? 12, 15 years old.
Oh,
I mean, we're doing really well.
Yeah.
So,
It's over.
and there was 2 sections that had some issues that our guys had hit with the mower accidentally, and we fixed it. They believe we did a great fix, you know what I mean? Like, so, and we actually had, what, Lee, did we have 3 prices on this? I mean, it's
Yeah,
it's
there
by
were 3
far the
quotes.
best price.
Okay, that was my other question.
Yes.
Big difference in price.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
he
they
confirmed
did
that.
very well,
Okay.
so.
And then,
Bill had brought that up at one meeting, we put the Strack in the nineties.
I'd say 2000, 2000.
I was gonna say. You were still very around there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's-
so
it's
I
quite
think this is the
amazing.
first time anything's been done on it since then. Did you? I think your dad was.
yeah, and the public uses it too.
Oh, it's open to the public.
I see people coming all the time.
I worked with this guy at New Boys, I saw him come in, I saw the whole process, it's, you know, he does a nice job.
Okay, you have a motion?
Yeah,
You got it?
yeah.
We just need all in favor.
Okay, roll call vote.
Jeff Myers,
Yes.
Marty Selker,
Yes.
Tom Walter,
Yes.
Chris Mogus,
Yes.
Gary Sproul,
Yes.
Kyle Wilson, Bob Smith,
Yes,
Nathaniel Parker,
Yes.
and Dave Eggleton.
Yes.
All right.
okay, item B, consideration to approve the following contracts to provide transportation services beginning the 26-27 school year as presented. Haynes Busing, Motley Busing, and Rossi Busing.
So moved.
Any discussion?
Thank you to everyone that came to those meetings and participated, from the bus contractors, Brian, Angela. Yeah, I'm glad we got it done in 2 meetings. So, yeah, it was a good deal for everybody. Glad we got it over and done with.
Yep. Okay, roll call vote?
Chris Mogus,
Yes.
Gary Sproul,
Yes.
Jeff Myers,
Yes.
Kyle Wilson,
Yes.
Bob Smith,
Yes.
Nathaniel Parker,
Yes.
Dave Eggleton,
Abstain.
Marty Selker,
Yes.
Tom Walter.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna do C to I all together. If anybody has any, wants me to do anything different, they say. C, consideration to approve the contracted service agreement with Brian Caldwell to perform the service of bus van video camera maintenance at a rate of $25 per hour for the 26-27 school year, same as previous years. D, consideration to approve contracted service agreement with Crystal Sitka as school dental hygienist for 26-27 school year at a rate of $120 per day for up to 10 days, same as previous years. E, consideration to approve contracted service agreement for Dr. Brandon Doverspike, DO, and Crystal Meyer, CRNP, to provide school physician CRNP services at a rate of $15 per physical, pending receipt of all required legal documentation, same as previous years. F, consideration to approve the appointment of Dr. Ben Carrico as the school dentist of record at no cost to the district for the 26-27 school year, with compensation only for services requested and provided. G, consideration to approve the request of a Slippery Rock University student to complete their fall semester of athletic training placement at CL. H, consideration to approve the cooperative agreement with Mount Aloysius College to provide students the option to earn college credits through the college and high school program as presented, same as previous years. I, consideration to approve a $100 fee per course for high school students to attend summer school, same as previous years.
Make a motion to approve.
Any discussion?
For G, should we also have that they'll have all their clearances? They should have it.
Yeah, they have to have all
We
the
already
clearances.
have it on file,
Okay.
pending
we struggled with putting that on there because we don't put student teachers on, you know, but because it had something to do with, the athletic training, we wanted you guys to see that, you know what I mean? But when we have student teachers, we don't put it on for board approval, so
Okay.
we just want you to see it.
On their I, is there provision in there, say if you have a student that cannot afford that or a family cannot afford that?
Yeah, we would work with them, Dave, but the high school, like, the high school, they don't have to take that, we can double them up the following, you know, year, that type of thing. And, you know, it's not we help kids if they need it.
Because sometimes double not only gets them in deeper, you know.
Yep, that's true.
Why I asked
Yep.
about the provision.
Yep. And sometimes, unfortunately, when we offer it, they still,
They don't want to take it.
so, yeah, it's,
I guess
it's
what I'm saying
dancing.
is I don't want them using $100 to get out of doing it,
Yep.
you know.
Yeah, no kid will go, if they need help, we'll help.
Okay. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, J, consideration to approve 1,830 hours for contracted IT services for Clarion Computer LLC for the 26-27 fiscal year at a rate of $65 per hour, same rate as last year, for a total cost of $118,950. The total hours include 7 hours per day for 250 days during the fiscal year. This is 80 hours more than last year due to an air-raid server update project.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Okay, roll call vote.
Kyle Wilson,
Yes.
Bob Smith,
Yes.
Chris Mogus,
Yes.
Nathaniel Parker,
Yes.
Dave Eggleton,
Yes.
Marty Selker,
Yes.
Tom Walter,
Yes.
Gary Sproul,
Yes.
Jeff Myers.
Yes.
Okay. Item K, consideration to approve the memorandum of understanding MOU between the Special Olympics of PA and Clarion-Limestone Area School District to establish a unified coaching program for CL students as presented.
Make motion to approve. Seconded.
Any discussion?
That was, Dave, that was covered for the first year, the first 2 years.
So they give us all the equipment, they provide the coaches' pay for the first 2 years and the uniforms. The only thing, cost that we would have would be the transportation, and we have that in the budget.
Okay. After that point, what goes on?
So you can fundraise through the Special Olympics if we choose to do that, to help pay for the program. Or the district could choose to continue the funding through the district. That would be up to, I guess, us as a whole, you guys as a whole, how you want us to proceed.
Okay, now, if say we're in for 2 years or something, you don't place it or something, is there a way to back out of it?
Oh, certainly, yeah. Yeah, I think this commits to doing it for the 2 years, that they're gonna provide us basically everything we need to do it.
Okay, roll call.
Nathaniel Parker,
Yes.
Dave Eggleton,
Yes.
Kyle Wilson,
Yes.
Marty Selker,
Yes.
Tom Walter,
Yes.
Gary Sproul,
Yes.
Jeff Myers,
Yes.
Bob Smith,
Yes.
and Chris Mogus.
Yes.
Okay, L, consideration to approve the 26-27 Titusville Rockets online cyber school annual tuition rate of $4,244, was $4,140 annual per regular education student, $6,550, was $6,390 per special education student as presented.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call vote.
Marty Selker,
Yes.
Tom Walter,
Yes.
Nathaniel Parker,
Yes.
Gary Sproul,
Yes.
Jeff Myers,
Yes.
Bob Smith,
Yes.
Chris Mogus,
Yes.
Dave Eggleton,
Yes.
Kyle Wilson.
Yes.
Okay, item M, consideration to approve hosting an IU class room for early intervention to be located at CL Elementary School for the 26-27 school year.
Second.
Any discussion? Okay, roll call vote.
Gary Sproul,
Yes.
Jeff Myers,
Yes.
Marty Selker,
Yes.
Bob Smith,
Yes.
Chris Mogus, Dave Eggleton,
Yes.
Kyle Wilson,
Yes.
Tom Walter,
Yes.
Nathaniel Parker.
Yes.
And consideration to approve the following 26-27 a la carte and adult breakfast and lunch prices as presented.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, consideration to approve the 26-27 medical insurance rates as presented.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion?
Do we have a copy of that in the packet, or was it on the email?
It was in the email, but I have a
Alright.
paper copy if you need to see it.
I'll need one down there.
What, I'm sorry,
I'll
what?
need like probably 5 copies.
Not today,
Oh.
it's okay.
Not today.
Got it.
Okay, we did.
Yep.
Roll call.
Bob Smith,
Yes.
Kyle Wilson,
Yes.
Chris Mogus,
Yes.
Dave Eggleton,
Yes.
Nathaniel Parker,
Yes.
Tom Walter,
Yes.
Marty Selker,
Yes.
Jeff Myers,
Yes.
Gary Sproul.
Yes.
Okay, P, consideration to approve retention and to consult the law firm of Carl Baird and Baird Legal Group as school district legal counsel for the 26-27 fiscal year as per the terms of the agreement letter as presented.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Any discussion? Okay, roll call vote.
Dave Eggleton,
Yes.
Kyle Wilson,
Yes.
Bob Smith,
Yes.
Tom Walter,
Yes.
Nathaniel Parker,
Yes.
Jeff Myers,
Yes.
Marty Selker,
Yes.
Chris Mogus,
Yes.
Gary Sproul.
Yes.
Okay, Q, consideration to approve the fixed set valuation agreement with Kroll LLC for the 26-27 school year for the accounting and insurance purposes at a cost of $8,200 for the on-site inspection. A $2,500 down payment is due upon approval and will be paid from the current year's contingency fund, with the remaining balance of $5,700 to be paid from the 26-27 budget. As annual fee of $2,500 will also be assessed for property record outsourcing services to maintain compliance with fixed asset accounting requirements, and this fee will be incorporated into the yearly budget.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call vote.
Kyle Wilson,
Yes.
Bob Smith,
Yes.
Chris Mogus,
Yes.
Nathaniel Parker,
Yes.
Dave Eggleton,
Yes.
Marty Selker,
Yes.
Tom Walter,
Yes.
Gary Sproul,
Yes.
Jeff Myers.
Yes.
Okay, R, consideration to approve the 26-27 resolution authorizing the establishment of equalized real estate tax rate following the county-wide reassessment as presented.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion?
This is, changing the millage
Because of the
If we
assessment.
kept it at the rate that it
Yeah.
was astronomical,
We
we don't wanna do that.
We can't, yeah.
Yeah, we would get in big trouble.
Okay. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Okay, S. Consideration to approve the annual tax levy structure for the 26-27 school budget, no tax increase.
Make a motion to be approved.
Second.
Any discussion? Okay, roll call vote.
Bob Smith,
Yes.
Nathaniel Parker,
Yes.
Chris Mogus,
Yes.
Dave Eggleton,
Yes.
Marty Selker,
Yes.
Tom Walter, Gary Sproul,
Yes.
Jeff Myers,
Yes.
Kyle Wilson.
Okay, T, consideration to approve the 26-27 proposed budget for public display as presented.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion?
I'd like to thank you, you did a great job presenting.
Thank you.
Okay, roll call then.
Dave Eggleton,
Yes.
Kyle Wilson,
Yes.
Bob Smith,
Yes.
Tom Walter,
Yes.
Nathaniel Parker,
Yes.
Jeff Myers,
Yes.
Marty Selker,
Yes.
Chris Mogus,
Yes.
Gary Sproul.
Yes.
Okay, U, consideration to approve the following repositories for the 26-27 fiscal year, and they're all there.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. V, consideration to approve the use of facility agreement for the following as presented. And the ones are there that want
So moved.
Second.
discussion. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, W, consideration to approve the second and final reading of the following policies as presented.
Make a motion to approve.
Any discussion?
I'd like to thank Brian and Chrissy for taking all this time and getting a lot of these taken care of, policies that haven't been looked at in a long time.
Okay, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, any old business? And then executive session announcement, we had personnel interviews May 13th at 6 o'clock.